morning. Welcome to the Author Spotlight. My name is Aurelia Wynn. I'm the owner and operator of Wynn Publications. If you don't mind introducing yourself, telling us about what you do full-time, your name, where you're located.
My name is Robin Carrol. I am located in Denver, Colorado, and I am a real estate project manager. So eventually, we all would love to get rid of that 9 to 5, but until then, that's my day job.
Nice. Oh, wow. Okay. So then, I'm curious. So then, what is your latest book about, and what genre does it relate to?
So my latest book is called Faith, and it is a thriller with suspense, mystery, and a little bit of romance. It is about a plastic surgeon who changes the faces of infamous criminals, gives them new faces, gives them new identities, and then he decides that he wants to blackmail them, because he's the only person that knows their true identity. And he ends up getting killed. Him and his wife are supposed to be killed, but he ends up getting killed with his mistress, so now the killer is still after the wife. And of course, the wife is now the primary suspect. So she's trying to prove that she's innocent while also trying to keep from getting killed.
Oh, wow. Sounds like a really good movie. That's awesome. How did you even come up with this idea?
I don't even know. I just have ideas that float in my head constantly. And, it actually took me 10 years to put the book together. Because, when you have a job, I have a son that I've raised. And, trying to do that and write a book at the same time has been difficult.
Yeah.
And so, but the idea has always been the same. And I have really no clue, kind of where the initial idea came from. But, a lot of times when most people have, normal dreams. I don't typically dream, but when I do, it's like a movie or a book. It's an idea. And it's literally those characters talking to me saying, I need you to write this story. And so eventually it got to the point where it's like, all right, you have had this story in your head for so long, I need you to write this story. And it's like one of the main character talked to me in my dream and was like, this is what I want you to do with this story. And so once I had that dream, it was like, okay, I can't wait any longer. I need to finally work on this book.
Oh, wow. That's really enlightening. And even probably just for me, I'm thinking, wow, I have had dreams that are kind of similar, and they just repeat. And I'm like, what the heck? And so I never thought about that. Maybe it's a book.
Yeah. It's like those characters, when I tell people that, first they think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
They're like, so your characters talk to you? Absolutely. They're characters. And because my day is always you have a job, you have kids, you have all these things in your head, and it's like, when's the best time to talk to you? When you're asleep, when your mind is at rest. And it's like, that's when those characters come to me and say, all right, this is what I need you to do. And so, I got up that night and started the book, literally started writing it.
Wow. Okay, wow. I'm blown away, wow, I just learned something new. And let me pause and say this. If you are listening to this interview right now, and I say this in almost every single one, get your pen and paper out. You are going to learn something new today. Free advice to me, is the best advice. So go ahead and get your pen and paper out. So then with that said, what was the toughest challenge then that you faced in becoming an author?
I have to say this. When you're growing up, a lot of times you have people that, are like, oh, writing's just a hobby. And, even you might have your friends tell you that, you might have your parents tell you that, because, you just don't know a lot of people that, especially not personally, that make their living writing, and doing well with it. And so for me, I always knew that I had that talent and that ability, but in the back of my mind, I could hear my mom saying, you can't make money from that. Robin, you need to be a teacher or, something a little more practical. And my friend saying, yeah, you're talented, but really, how many, people do you know that is actually making money from writing? And that's very true, and it's difficult to get past that. And so for me, that was the most difficult thing. Those voices in my head saying, why do this? You're not going to make any money from it, but I also couldn't, tamper down that talent and keep that within me, knowing that that's what I'm supposed to do, God didn't give me that talent to not use it, to let it lie dormant. And so, I'm just like, for me, that was the toughest part. But in the process of writing, for me, a lot of people say, well, what's your process? Like, what do you do? Like, do you outline? Do you know what's going to happen? I have absolutely no clue. I wrote that book by just listening to those characters and letting it flow. I had no idea who the killer is going to be. I had no idea what was going to happen. I just let it go, and that's my process. And that may not work for everyone, but it works for me.
Oh, wow. Hey, I like it. That is awesome. So then what advice or lessons can you offer to other writers?
The first thing I would say is, if that's your passion, don't ever let anyone tell you differently. I always reference the movie Just Act Two, and some people have seen it and some people haven't. In the movie, Whoopi Goldberg's character says to the young lady, who wants to be a singer, she was like, if when you go to bed at night, you think about singing, you wake up in the morning, you think about singing, guess what? You're a singer, and that's what I tell writers, if that's what you think about, that's your passion, you are a writer and you need to stick with it, yeah, there's only so many hours in a day, I totally get it, but if that's truly what you want to do, that's your passion, make time for it, write on the weekends, even if that means you lose a few hours of sleep, lose those few hours of sleep and just write, and it doesn't have to be a bestseller, everything you write is not going to be good. That's the truth. You just keep working on it. No one's perfect. You keep just doing it, and if you love it, just keep with it. Just stick with it. And my thing too is, you're going to always have people that don't like what you do. And it has nothing to do with your skill. It has nothing to do with whether or not you're good at it. The story may not be for them. They may not like a character. Don't listen to that. Just keep writing. Keep pushing forward.
Yeah, wow, that's so powerful, definitely. That makes me think about a project that I'm working on, and I'm like, ooh, I don't know how this is going to come out. So it's going to fall under the category of urban fiction, and I've talked to, and that's totally, first of all, hold up, that's totally out of my comfort zone. And so I talked to, just through doing these interviews, the Author Spotlight, I talked to a couple of ladies who write in that genre, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm talking to celebrities because I have no idea what I'm doing, but like you said, I'm just writing, and it's something that I'm doing for the first time. It might not be perfect, but I'm doing it. So,
That's right.
I agree. Yeah, I totally agree. Wow, okay. So then, has there ever been a moment when you felt like you wanted to quit? And if so, what did you do to get through that?
Every day. Every day it's like, this is hard. Writing, I have to tell people who, writing is hard. And I know a lot of people, because you have an idea in your head, you think, oh, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna put this idea out. But writing is hard. Actually making a story come together is difficult. Being able to come up with characters that are, realistic and relatable, and all those different things. If you want that character to be liked, that's difficult, especially if you're telling a story. And it's like, what do I do next? Like, what do I make happen to these characters and this dialogue, right? And, does this character really do this? And so there's so many different elements to writing that, I have to tell people, a lot of times when you sit down to write, and you're just like, this is just not coming together, the way that I think it should. It's like, this is too hard. I'm giving up. I can't do this. I'm done. And for me, a lot of people say, oh, that's kind of like writer's block. So what I do is I always find something else to write. Like, for example, I do poetry. So if I'm working on my book and it's just not coming together the way that I want it to, then I stop and I work on a poem. Or I write something else. Even if it's just a small, like a blog or an essay or something that just keeps those creative juices flowing. And that helps me to stay in that mode. And even if I can't work on the book that day, all right, let me go back tomorrow, or the next day. And so that's what, helps me to keep it going, because it's hard, and I didn't think it was going to be that hard.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I can't do this. This is too much. And to make it my book is a mystery and a thriller. And so you have these characters that you have to all kind of, make sure that you're putting them out there, but not in a way where you're necessarily giving away who the killer is. But then you have to make it realistic too, where you can't just pull a killer out the air and say, here's your killer. And people are like, who's that?
Yeah.
Like, how? That doesn't make any sense, And so it's difficult to kind of weave all those things together, make sure it's smooth and tell a good story. And, it's hard.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh, yeah. So then, with that in mind, like, how then were you able to come up with your story? Because I know you were saying you just kind of let it come to you, but was there some planning and, like, some, like, thinking ahead of time for, like, how to make it all work, or how did you do that?
I couldn't do anything. And that's so crazy. When I tell people that there's no, especially after they've read the book, there's no way that you didn't write notes. There's no,
What? Okay.
I did not. I absolutely, I didn't know the killer was going to be until almost the very, very end of the book.
Wow.
There are pieces that I think of, like when I'm asleep or something, and I'm like, oh, that would make sense for this character, and I'll write that part, and it's out of order. I might write a piece, a couple of pages that's at the end of the book versus the beginning, or the middle, or wherever I am. And so, I'm just like, all right, this makes sense for the character, but most of the time, me writing the book was just me going with the flow. I am writing the sequel now so for this book, it's harder for me because now I actually have to take notes. Because I have to make sure that all the things that, I kind of left up in the air, and it's not up in the air where people are going to be mad at me when they read the book, like, oh, I can't believe she did that, or it's like a cliffhanger thing. No. But all the things that I feel like I need to, those stories that I need to close and give, that finality to. I'm just like, all right, so you need to make sure you do this piece, this piece, this piece, this piece, and I'm trying to follow those notes, but now I have a whole new story. And so it's like, all right, I have this whole new story, but you still need to make sure that you include this and this and this. And so writing this book is much more difficult than the first because now my process is different because I can't just let it flow the way that I did the first one. So.
Wow, okay. Definitely. I'm taking notes of my dang self. Like, okay, so this, and then this, and okay. Oh, that's so wonderful. Okay, wow. So then, what else keeps you going? Like, why do you keep writing, and why are you doing a second book? Can you tell me your top 3 things?
So, the top 3 things. Number one, the reason why I write is because I have no choice. There's no way I can't write. The ideas in my head and just the love to write. That's my passion. And so, I think I don't even know what I would do if I couldn't write. If I didn't have, the opportunity to do that. And so that passion is number one for me. And I've had that passion since I was a little girl, and I spent so many years where I didn't do the one thing that I wanted to do. And, you don't want to, leave this earth and have those regrets and say, why didn't you at least pursue that passion? Because you never know what's going to happen. I think number two for me is, especially for the sequel piece of it, when I wrote the book, the idea wasn't, to leave anyone hanging, but when I wrote the book the first time, because I've rewritten it, I rewrote it a million times before I actually decided, okay, it's time for you to let it go, Robin. Just let it get published. Forget it now. I had 120,000 words. And everyone that I talked to, I went to writing conferences and that kind of thing, and they're just like, that's way too many words, especially for a first book. And so I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm going to need a sequel, because there's no way I can wrap up everything I need to wrap up in the first book. And so it's just like, all right, I need a sequel. And so because I needed to, shave that book down, the first book down too much, I'm just like, I need to make sure that I still, kind of wrap up most of the stories in the first book. And so then it was like, all right, so then you need to put this piece of it in the second book. And so for me, that's like, all right, that's why there's a sequel. And when you read a book, the first thing, people are like, so when's the sequel? When's the sequel coming out? Because there's no way you're going to have a sequel. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I would say that when I was a little girl, my grandmother used to give me journals. And, a lot of people had rough childhood. I was a very quiet, introverted kid. And my grandmother used to tell me, these journals are going to help you. And essentially, I feel like those journals saved my life. And so being able to put my thoughts on paper and my feelings, and that helped me through so much of my childhood, teenage years, everything. And so for me, writing has been life-saving. And so there's no way I could ever stop doing it. And whenever I think of writing, I think of my grandmother. And I think if I ever stopped, then, I'm letting her down. And I would never, ever do that.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's amazing. I definitely can relate. You said, I don't have any other choice. Yes. I hear you. Wow. Okay. Wow, it's been such a pleasure talking to you. Is there anything else that you would like to offer to the community? Where can we find you out on social media? Do you have a website?
Sure. So my website is Robin M. as in Michelle Carroll.com. That's also where you can order the book. Also, the book is on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, everywhere you can, find books. Again, it's called Two-Face. I am on Facebook, Instagram, author Robin Michelle Carroll. I am on Twitter at RMCAuthor, and I'm on Instagram at RMCAuthor. So I am on all social media pages. Feel free to reach out. Questions about the book? Yes, the sequel is coming in 2020.
I can't wait. We'll have to get you back on then so you can tell us more about the story. I'm like, man, I might have to just go snag a copy and check out what you got going on.
Absolutely. I just have one more thing. So right now I am actually working on the audio version of the book. And the audio version is going to be different than your typical audio version, whereas you just don't have a narrator reading the entire book. I'm actually going to have actors acting out the different parts. And then, so I have a narrator who's obviously going to be the parts that are, non-vocal. And then the actors are going to act out the parts. And then once the book is completed, I'm going to have a producer friend of mine that is going to add music and different sound effects and that kind of thing. So it's going to be a very different type of audiobook.
Wow. Please let us know when that comes out. That sounds... What? How are love it.
You know what's funny? I went and, I was like, all right, I need to get time to turn this into an audiobook.
Yeah.
And so I went and looked around all the different places and was like, I listened, I had people audition to read the book, and I listened to the auditions, and I'm like, there's too much that goes on in my book for me to have one person try to read all that stuff. It just didn't sound authentic, and I felt like it would really turn people off because, like I said, there's just too much that goes on in the book to have that one person trying to do all these different parts, and, there's so much craziness in there, and I'm just like, I need to figure out something else I can do to, put the audiobook out there. And so when I came up with the idea, I'm like, I can kind of do this like a play, just a non-visual play where, people are acting out the parts. And so I called up my friend who is, like I said, he's a producer, he does music and that kind of thing. And so I called him, and I was like, tell me if this is crazy. And the minute I started talking, he was like, no, I am on board. And I was just like, see, creative people are like, no, this is going to be awesome.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm doing auditions, and so I've already done initial auditions for the actors. I am using in-person auditions in January. And then once I have all my final actors, then we're going to do rehearsals, and we're looking probably the end of February, beginning of March to do the actual recording.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Hey, you better go ahead. I ain't even mad at you. That is wonderful. That reminds me of just a piece of advice that I often hear from other people say is just do it. If you have an idea, it's not, and it might be bigger than you, because what you're saying, that is huge. First of all, I'm like, wow. But that just goes to show, like, you can do it. Plan, you have an idea, plan, get the steps down, follow those steps, execute it, do what you have to do to make it happen. And hey, keep it up. That's definitely a great example for just us in the writers community who, sometimes we struggle with self-doubt, we struggle with, man, this idea is huge, how am I going to make this happen? Just make it happen.
That's right.
Do it. Just do it.
Make it happen. Make it happen. And people might say, well, that sounds crazy. Why are you doing that? And I'm like, it might sound crazy, and some people, I guess, can be sensitive, but that, you never know what can happen. It might only take one person to listen to my book and be like, oh my God, you know what? I've never heard anything like this before. And share that with your friends and the writing community as a whole. You never know where that can take you. So, I'm just like, I'm going to do it. And even if just one person is like, that's the best thing I've ever heard, that's good enough for me for now.
Yeah. Wow. Hey, that is great. Thank you so much. I've enjoyed myself a lot. Yeah.
Thank you for having me. I would absolutely love to come back. And I need to know when your book is going to be done and when you're going to put your book out there. That's the question.
Yeah.